Hi and welcome back to the channel. Man United have just beaten Brentford by 2 goals to 1 at Old Trafford, and to be honest, I'll take the 3 points. Really, I'll take 3 points. I don't know when last we had won a Premier League game before today's one, so yeah, I guess 3 points will do. That's all I can say really, because if I'm being honest, the first 35 minutes were absolutely horror from United, man. We were very, 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 very poor. We couldn't string two passes together. Players kept on giving the ball away. We just kept on having Brighton dominate, control the game, the tempo, everything. It wasn't good, it wasn't good. The only player who I actually thought looked bright in the first half was Alejandro Garnacho, but even then, he kept on missing big chances. I think he missed about 2 big chances, and I'm like, come on, Garnacho, you've got to score those, or at least hit the target. And he, again, with Garnacho, I can't lie, he was very frustrating in the first half. He would do a lot of good work, he'd beat his defender, run at him, beat him. And then the final ball, or if you're supposed to cross or cut back, he would just make the wrong decision, basically, when it came to the final third of the pitch. But to be fair to him, second half, he turned it around, and he was absolutely brilliant from as soon as the second half started. So, yeah, man, when it came to that game, you just, if for someone who didn't watch the game from the beginning, right, you could have just saved yourself and watched the second half onward from Man United. Because honestly, first half, we were absolutely terrible. We were so bad, honestly. Like I said, it was only in the last 10 minutes of the first half that we actually came to life. But there was an incident with Matthias de Ligt getting a knee on the head by, I think it's Schade. And basically, he kept on having to go to the sideline because he was bleeding off at the top of his head. So he kept on having to go to get treatment on the side of the pitch. And just before halftime, Brentford get a corner. Referee noticed, apparently the referee had missed it, but VAR noticed that De Ligt was bleeding, so they said, you know what, De Ligt has to get off the pitch. It's Premier League rules. I can't even be upset at that. So De Ligt had to come off the pitch, which meant that now Brentford had an extra man, whilst also having a corner to attack. And guess what happens? I'm not sure who it is from the Brentford side. They take the corner, and the big guy, Pinnock, slams it home with a bullet header, and gives Brentford the 1-0 lead. I see United complaining, oh no, De Ligt shouldn't have been taken off because now we couldn't defend the corner, he would have blocked it or something. But the fact of the matter is, those are the Premier League rules. We can't complain about that. We knew that. We should have, if anything, we should have blamed ourselves, because we knew very well that if a player is bleeding, they have to get off the pitch. So when he was getting treatment, because it happened about 2 or 3 times that he had to get treatment, whilst he was out getting treatment, they should have made sure that they patched him up good enough so that he won't keep on bleeding. But that's not what they did. They did a rush job, which led to him having to get taken off the pitch, and basically Brentford punishing us. But anyways, as I said, Brentford took the lead. And then second half, we came out looking bright. We were attacking right from the first whistle, and we scored a very good goal. Very good ball into the box from Rashford, who looked bright today. And Garnacho just absolutely volleyed it into the back of the net with a very, very, very good shot and a very good goal. So I was very happy with that. And again, from that moment, it just looked like all the momentum was shifted to our side. We were now just attacking Brentford again and again and again and again. So again, the first 15-20 minutes of the second half, it was all Man United. We were just, Brentford couldn't catch a break, basically. We was just banging at the door, banging at the door, banging at the door until we eventually scored. And the second goal came from, there was a pass towards Bruno Fernandes, which he flicked it around him, and obviously which basically put, Højlund one-on-one with the, is it Flecken, the Brentford goalkeeper. And to be fair to Højlund, he's someone I don't rate, but fair play. He took the ball very well, took a nice 1-2 touches, then just dinked it over the goalkeeper. And I'm thinking, that is a top class finish. Top class finish. And fair play really to Højlund. Took it very well. And we ended up winning the game by 2 goals to 1. So, like I said in the beginning of the video, I will take that. All that mattered today was 3 points. Even though we were absolutely rubbish first half, I was happy with our performance in the second half, with a bit more control, with the better side by far. And in the end, we deserve to win the game, But those are my thoughts really on today's game. Which reminds me, if you haven't already, please like the video, guys. Just let's get the like numbers going up. That it helps with the YouTube algorithm. But anyways, we're now gonna move it on to the player ratings. For those who aren't aware, I do my player ratings going from 1 being very poor, 5 being average, and 10 being excellent. And we're gonna start at the back as usual. Andre Onana, for me, what score does he get? I don't remember him having too much to do. Like, I don't remember him having to make like brilliant saves. Like the goal they scored, there was nothing he could have done about that. It's a brilliant header from Pinnock, so can't blame Onana for that. But apart from that, I didn't really see him do much. What I will give him credit for was his distribution today. It was very good. He was hitting those quick whether if Brentford had a corner and maybe he got to save it, he'd try and release the ball quicker, or if they had a free kick and they try to put into the box, he'd catch it and try to release quick for to Garnacho or Rashford or any of our attackers. And at some point, he almost had an assist. He had a very nice ball to Delo. He went in one-on-one, but unfortunately Delo couldn't score. But for me, Onana did well today. His distribution was very good, but he wasn't like excellent. He didn't have to be. Brentford didn't really test him that much. So for me, Onana gets a 6.5. 6.5, yeah. Moving it on to right back, Diogo Delo. I thought first half, very solid defensive-wise, but he didn't offer us anything going forward. Until second half, when Ten Hag tweaked the tactics, and he basically inverted Delo a bit more and gave him a bit more room to go for, or give him, and he gave him some and basically gave him license to go forward and attack. And we started to see a better Delo in the second half. So for me, if Delo had scored the goal, we'd be giving him a totally different player rating. But I thought in general today he played well. Overall, Delo played well. So for me, Delo gets a 7. He gets a 7. Moving it on to the centre backs, we had Lisandro was at left back. May as well give him a rating. Lisandro Martinez today at left back. I was a bit worried when I saw him at the left back because I know he seems to not be able to do well when he has to play out wide. He's more comfortable playing in centre half, but he was all right. I don't remember. He gave the ball away a few times in the first half, which is annoying. But other than that, sort of did his job and didn't really do much too wrong, much too bad. So I'm just gonna give him a slightly above average 6. Yeah, I'm gonna give him an above average 6. And then moving it on to the centre backs, we had Johnny Evans and Matthias de Ligt. Evans, for me, again, first half, giving the ball away way too many times and it was just pissing me off. However, he did his job really. There was again the goal which Brentford scored. It had nothing to do with Evans, so I can't even say it was his fault or De Ligt's fault. So for me, the two centre backs were just alright. So I'm gonna give both of them 6s because there was nothing special or too bad from them today, to be honest. So for me, both centre backs get 6s. Moving it on to the midfield, we had a double pivot of Casemiro and Eriksen. So I'm gonna start with Casemiro again. A game of two halves for him. First half, he was absolutely horrendous, giving the ball away every single time. He couldn't make his 5-yard pass to save his life in the first half. But second half, there was the proper Casemiro we got to see. He was playing very well, making good passes, taking shots, creating chances for the team. He played very well. So for me, it evens itself out. First half, I would have given him maybe a 4, but the second half, I probably would have given him about something like a 7. I thought he was that good. So I'm going to bring him down and mark him down to about, what? Because first half was so bad, but second half was so good. I'm going to give him I don't know how should I give him, I'm confused. I'm going to give him a 6.5. I'm going to give him a 6.5 overall. So for me, Casemiro is 6.5. But anyways, moving it on to Christian Eriksen. He had a bit of a quiet game in the first half, wasn't really creating much. And in the second half as well, wasn't really that great. He did make a few good passes, but he wasn't that great. The Eriksen we've been seeing the past couple of weeks has been a very good Eriksen, but today had a bit of a quiet game. He's allowed to have one coming. He's been playing well so far, so he's allowed to have a day off. For me, Eriksen was a 6. Moving it on to the number 10, Bruno Fernandes. Again, I thought first half shocking, all over the pitch, going from left wing to right wing to centre midfield to centre back to striker. He was just all over the pitch. There's no discipline, exposing the team. I just thought it was awful. I really did. I think the assist he got, that was the one good thing he did all game, and it was a very good assist. So fair play to him. I'll give him that. But overall, I thought it was very poor, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not even an agenda. I wasn't impressed with him. In fact, if anything, he was frustrating me. So for me, Bruno Fernandes gets a what? I'll give him a 6, just like Ericsson. I'm going to give Bruno Fernandes a 6. And then moving on to the right winger, we had Marcus Rashford. I thought today he had one of his better games. He played very, very well. He looked very threatening. He was very direct, hitting shots, creating chances, putting balls into the box. I thought he played well, honestly, Marcus Rashford. I thought he was one of our best players. I thought him and Garnacho were our two best players today. Well, Højlund as well. But basically, our attack were very good today. Everyone else, not so good. So for me, Rashford got an assist, created lots of chances, a few shots himself. I'm gonna give Rashford. I'm gonna give him a 7. I am. I'm gonna give. Nah, actually, I'm gonna give him a 7.5. I'm gonna mark him up because we haven't seen that level from Rashford in a while. So for him to play that well today, and the team needed him to play well. So I'm going to give Rashford a 7.5. Moving it on to left wing, Garnacho, very good as well. First half, like I said, very frustrating for me personally. He was doing a lot of things right, but his final decision making in the final third was very, very annoying and frustrating for me. So for me, he scored a very good goal, and he was our best player, to be fair. So if I'm giving Rashford a 7.5, I'm going to give Garnacho an 8. I'm going to give him an 8. And then the last player I'm going to rate, Rasmus Højlund. Again, just like most of the team, had a very shaky start to the game. He kept on getting bullied. Whenever Onana would hit those long balls to him, Pinnock would just take them off of him or the other Brentford defender. But as the game went on, he grew into the game. He started to use his physicality and actually started to show some hold-up play and then play the ball in behind to his teammates. So he started to grow into the game and start to play well. And like I said, the finish he took was very, very, very good. And again, even though he's a player I don't rate, I have to be honest, world-class finish. I'm not saying he's world-class. He's not. He's far from it. The goal itself was a world-class finish. Very, very good from him. So kudos to him. As for the player ratings, I was very impressed because today I actually saw things he's never done since he's been at United, like hold up the play, actually link up play with the teammates. So for me today, Rasmus gets a 7.5, just like Marcus Rashford. So which means my man of the match was Alejandro Garnacho. But yeah, I mean, like I said, fair play to Ten Hag as well. First half, absolutely shocking, but he made some changes at halftime. He tweaked the tactics, which helped us win the game. So fair play to him. Am I still Ten Hag out? Hell yeah, I definitely want him gone. But when we win, I'll be happy. I'm a Man United fan first, and then everything else can come afterwards. But yeah, anyways, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys thought about the game today. Do you disagree with man of the match? Do you think it was someone else? Let me know what you thought in the comment section below. But if you haven't already, like I said, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.